welcome back to the Evermore YouTube channel. It's Chris back with your match preview for Newcastle United's game this evening against Brighton Hove Albion live at St James's Park under the lights. Huge game. This is arguably one of two must-win games, in my opinion, for us to finish in the Champions League. It's getting a little bit dicey up there at the moment, from being in our own hands to being a little bit too close for comfort. And I think Newcastle United definitely need 3 points in this game tonight. We're going to get stuck into the match preview in a second. Talk about the lineup and how we think the game's going to go as well. A little bit of head-to-head information too, as we always do on the match preview. A little reminder beforehand, if you haven't already, please click that subscribe button. We'd love you to come and join us. We're over 3,400 subs now and climbing, so loads of room for you guys here. 2 live shows, Mondays and Wednesdays, and pop-up videos just like the preview you're about to watch. Smash that button. You won't regret it. And hit a like as well if you can. So let's get stuck in. So yes, as I say, it's a huge game tonight. Newcastle United come off the back of a frustrating draw at Ellen Road against Sam Allardyce's Leeds United, whilst Brighton, our opponents, absolutely battered Arsenal 3-0 at the Emirates, which nobody expected happening, especially given the week before they were beaten 5-1 by relegation fodder Everton. So you just don't know what Southampton's, what Brighton's even going to show up. Sorry, slip of the tongue. What Brighton's going to show up, in this match, and we'll hope it's the one that Everton smashed, and then we should roll over them quite easily. But they are a good side. They've got some good players. We're going to have a look at the lineup in a minute from our side of it, and maybe talk a little bit about their danger men as well. So let's see how the lads are going to line up, in my opinion, tonight. So this is the team that we've gone for. I don't think we'll see Wilson and Isak again tonight. I think we'll see Isak through the middle. Maybe Wilson will go through the middle against Leicester. I think this is a game where Isak's pace, his movement, can really cause trouble in that Brighton back line. With the likes of Webster and Dunk. I think Dunk would love a battle with a striker like Callum Wilson. He'd eat that up all day long. Go and kind of, arse into the centre half, bit of shirt pull and all that. That's Dunk's game. You won't want Isak dropping deep, run at him with pace and shifting his body weight left to right. That'd be Dunk's worst nightmare. So I think we'll go for Isak through the middle with Miggy and ASM flanked either side. And I think that's quite a dangerous front three. Pace, ability, goals, and hopefully that'll be what will win us the game. The midfield three, I've already talked about Bruno. Bruno's had a lot of probably unnecessary criticism, I think, this past week. He's carrying a really bad ankle injury. He's already come out on record and say it. He's not performing at the Bruno type levels that we've been accustomed to. But I think this injury is a huge reason for that. The midfield is missing Sean Longstaff, missing his mobility, missing his graft. So I do think that we're not a better team when Sean's not there. But, we've got that midfield three there, which hopefully, they can have a good game, because Brighton have got some great players in that midfield with Caicedo and McAllister. Our lads have to be on top of the game, and we need a big game from Joe Linton as well. He's not had the best performances over the last few weeks at his normal high standards this season. So we could do with a bit of resurgence in Joe's form in a game like this. As I say, under the lights, it's special at St James's Park and nighttime games, and hopefully either Willock or Joe Linton can be that player to win us the match. In the back five remains unchanged. Dan Burn playing against his old side in the left back position that he did play there quite a few times as well. So in terms of our opponents, so just looking at some of their team news, obviously they're missing kind of long-term injury doubts like Tyreek Lampard, who, God, once upon a time ripped ASM a new arsehole at St James's Park, didn't he? I think Adam Webster's going to have a late fitness check, I think, on a muscle injury, as will Solly March. But generally they'll probably be unchanged from the side that took on Arsenal. So looking at them, obviously they're going to have Dunk at the back there, Caicedo, Gilmore, McAllister. Young Ferguson's a big threat as well. So they have got some dangerous players, Brighton, and they're having a phenomenal season. To be fair, they're sitting in that league position for a reason. They've been a great side this year, even despite Graham Potter moving on and obviously having a new manager. But on their day, they can be got at. Everton showed that. I think we are a very good side. Arguably, we're probably a better side than Brighton. And if our lads do turn up tonight, I think we should win this game. But let's have a look at the head-to-head and see how we're sitting there. As I say there, we're sitting in third position in the Premier League. We're still there. This is in our hands. This is one of a must-win 2 games. This and Leicester. We win these 2, we're Champions League. But Brighton is sitting in 6, in tremendous form. You can see that they've only lost 2 games in the last 6, and a brilliant result off the back of smashing Arsenal there. Obviously, they battered Wolves, I think 6-0, didn't they, not too long ago there. So they are capable of putting in some real good performances. But in terms of the Premier League era, 11 games, 1 win for Newcastle, 4 for Brighton, and 6 draws. We've got 4 goals. Brighton's got 11. The reverse fixture at Brighton was 0-0. We won the fixture 2-1 last season with goals from Ryan Fraser and Fabian Schär. Eddie Howe, has won 10 of his 18 games versus Brighton, with only 3 defeats. But Newcastle's lowest XG this season, 0.2 against Brighton, and Newcastle's last 10 games, XG 25.3 and scored 26 goals. So we are struggling a little bit in front of goal off the back of a few weeks back, when we couldn't stop scoring really. So we really could do with a return to form tonight at St James's Park against Brighton. I think the lads will be fired up for it. I think Eddie Howe will get them fired up for it. And I'm going to predict a Newcastle United win, but only by the odd goal. I think I'm going to go for a 2-1 win. I think Brighton are a good side. This will not be a walkover at all, but we'll get the 3 points tonight and then roll on Leicester on Monday, get those 3 points. And it's Champions League football for Eddie Howe's Magpies. So let us know what you guys think in the comments below, whether you think we're going to win tonight, what you think the score might be, how you think our lineup looks, what changes you may make. And if you go into the game tonight, enjoy the game, take your scarf, make some noise, create that great atmosphere. Let's keep supporting that team. We'll call you United. If you're watching on the TV, just like me, get behind the lads, and I'm sure we'll enjoy every single second of it, possibly by a bite with fingernails as well. But let's keep supporting that team. We'll call you United. Until then, we'll catch you later, everybody. Take care.